All I want is your life. To avenge Mother and my comrades.
But the walls of Kremnos will not fall with me. Do you truly think you can escape fate's grasp, my son? You and I, we're both the same. We feast on strife and fear. Now, kill me! The son of Gorgo is destined to be crowned in blood!
He said the Grand Craftsman Cartonus might have some suggestions. Might as well go see him. Grand Craftsman, how have you been?
King of Kremnos it is. That you would come, I knew.
You knew I was coming?
Your matters, I've heard. The path forward you seek. Many questions you have. But before that, take this.
What's this?
A signet ring. For the King of Kremnos. Belonged to your mother. Recast and restore it. I did.
What? Mother threw it into the Sea of Souls.
A long time to fish out it took. Very fortunate we were.
I can hardly imagine how much patience and courage it must have taken to find such a small signet ring in the Sea of Souls. I owe you one.
Gratitude there is no need for. Repayment for saving me, this is. Questions you bring with you? Ask, now.
Fate I've always denied. It's finally caught up to me. By all rights, I should accept Strife's authority. It would make everyone happy. The Chrysos heirs, the Council of Elders, the Kremnoans. Even the bards who will write it all into song.
Yet hesitate still you do. Hesitate, why do you, young king?
Because of my people. Be they men, women, the elderly or children. Hearts of all Kremnoans yearn for home. They've all been waiting for this day. For the day their king returns. Children of Strife would then be able to go home and embrace the old traditions. Never mind that most of them have only ever been heard in these so-called traditions in song. They would then gather around their king and throw themselves into battle.
This is not a good thing, you believe.
The Kremnoans have been trapped in a cycle of bloodshed for the past 1,000 years. They seek vengeance, start wars, become prosperous, and decline. How much innocent blood flowed into the River of Souls in all those years? How many needless sacrifices could we have avoided? I accept that fate and become the totem of strife that lead my people into repeating the same mistakes. And of course I would be terrified. I'd be terrified of becoming king.
A different kind of Kremnoan you truly are.
Mama, I had a dream last night.
Oh. Now what did you dream about, my darling Trebios?
I had a dream that I turned into many me's. Then we made the moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then we floated on the ocean and let the wind blow us in any direction it wanted.
Well, that sounds like a lovely dream.
Yeah! The ocean and the sky were really, really dark. But there were so many of me that I wasn't scared at all because we'd all sing together. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind tasted like flowers. There were bleating sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be their guests. There were so many animals on the island, but none of them ever fought.
Yanis's holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages. Perhaps what you saw in your dream is a divine land somewhere in Amphorius.
You think so?
What's wrong, Trebios? You look unhappy.
Because on that same island, I saw a dark mountain on the other side of the ocean. And it was very, very tall. The mountain looked alive, and it kept getting closer to the island. Then I realized it wasn't a mountain, but a very, very tall wave made of water. When the wave smashed against the island, it looked like it was going to eat the island up. The small animals tried to chase it away, but they couldn't stop it. Then there was a bang and I woke up.
A dark wave.
Mama, does something that scary exist in real life?
Yes. Unfortunately, it does exist in Amphorius, but it's very far away from our temple. We call it the Black Tide, though it has nothing to do with water. It has no shape or form, but it can swallow up animals, humans, and even titans, turning them all into monsters.
Oh, the Black Tide is a baddie. I don't want everyone to turn into its food. Can't we chase it away?
Of course, my dear. You only need to behave well and listen to what the adults tell you. Study all the knowledge and etiquette you need, then grow up and become a proper holy maiden. The divine Yanis will then give you guidance and help you light the way for the people.
Wow, I'm gonna eat a lot and study a lot and become a holy maiden. But Mama, you said the Black Tide can swallow up titans too. What do we do if even Yanis is eaten?
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one to guide people on the right path. After all, we are the human avatars of the God of Passages, yeah?
Yeah!
But one person alone is not enough. Once you're older, you'll make a lot of friends. You must do your best to unite them, because that's also our duty as priests.
Friends? Are they also like me and Mama with pretty red hair?
They might not, but they'll certainly be just as smart and kind as you.
Mama? Am I dreaming?
Don't be silly, dear. Of course you're not dreaming. I've always been by your side.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay? My Trebios is the smartest girl. I'm sure he'll remember where everyone is hiding.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember. Who am I looking for?
Your friends, who will chase the black tide away alongside you, of course.
Is this from my childhood? I don't remember. It's a letter to the future. Use the spindle to connect everyone.
There will be an amazing captain on that big ship. She's cheerful, optimistic, bold, and cautious. She'll be able to get everyone together.
Wow, that's amazing! Can I be the captain?
Of course you can. But you'll find someone else who's better for the job, my dear. I think that person lives in a beautiful temple that sits atop a hillside, covered in golden fig trees. There's a noble girl there who's very smart, but also very delicate.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before we find the captain, the ship also needs someone who can navigate it. Who could that be?
Let me think. I know! She's Trivy! I named this doll after myself? I don't remember it all. Is this a dream or something that happened in the past? It's packed full. Mama must have left all of these for me. All the words are blurred out. Could it be that my memory is fading? Bad chest! You can't lock me away! Huh? Why is this doll inside a chest? It's holding a sword. Why?
Many years later, many brave warriors will board this ship. They're skilled combatants who fear no danger.
Ooh, I can learn how to fight too and protect everybody!
Silly girl. You're Yanisopoulos' holy maiden. It's not your duty to fight. There will be many others to protect you.
Alright. Then where will they come from?
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent royal city. Though each has their own troubles, both are ready to lend their strength for the ship's long voyage.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their side! This way, they'll always stay on course! How could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence, or... Learning can change your destiny!
When navigating at sea, you need to know both astronomy and geography.
Isn't Yanis's knowledge enough?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land. It's easy to get lost. That's why it's important to learn to recognize the miracle of Aquila.
Alright! Even though my brain is already super duper smart, I'll still try my very best!
Circe also favors children who try their best. They will send a wise scholar as everyone's teacher to help you reach your dreams.
I want to be a teacher too! Oh, wait, I'm super duper smart. So I the teacher's teacher.
Why not? But if you're going to be a teacher, you might need to tone down that hyper energy of yours.
Then Trinan can do it. She's well behaved and would make a great teacher. Mama and the others always said that I had a great memory. But now, I can't even tell if this is a memory or a dream.
Come, let's line them up. Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let them compose a melody for our song.
Music box? What's that?
Sweetheart, are you still groggy from your nap? You invented it.
I invented it? What does it do?
Oh, my lovely Trebi. You're usually so bright. What's gotten into you today? Well, you might as well see for yourself. Put your good friends on it and see the wonders it can do.
Put the dolls on. It's rotating, and I can hear something.
That's right. It's a music box. If you place the dolls in the right spots, it will start rotating and play beautiful music. Out of all your inventions, this one is my favorite.
I don't remember.
It's all right, my child. I'll sing along to the tune, and it will help jog your memories. Happiness abounded in this lush land by God's chosen. Giants raised their glasses in a toast, beheld by the 12 constellations. 3 carved the heavens and the earth. 3 wove the threads of fate. 3 molded life with their hands, and 3 guided calamity's gate. They declared the world too unstirring, hence wished endless laughter upon the living. Thus you and I were created, with words and song to weave, and love and intimacy to give. Thus creation was complete. Who then will bear the weight of humanity's souls, to lighten the steps of the living as a whole? O great Kephale, all-knowing Father of stature so tall, yet low does their gaze willingly fall. With light of dawn heavy upon their shoulders, golden blood spills unto the land, converging into a boiling river that flows to the heroic heirs of this world.
What's going on?
Oh yes, please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close, on the bloodied earth, the living dead, the ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. What is the past? Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is the start? A voyage born in solitude. What is the end? A spirit, lonely and subdued. lonely and subdued, and subdued, and subdued, 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 subdued. Run! Traitors, run! The black tide has arrived!
Where can I go? What's this? Why? Are there dolls everywhere?
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
I know! It's fine if we can't reach the end. Our minds are made up.
Go. Bid your farewells, Trivius. Time is running out.
Mama, are you going to leave me?
My sweet girl. I will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios. All shall bid farewell to one, and that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up, then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius. I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
Still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Maybe. But it's been a long time since we had any dreams.
It's not yet the entry hour. You still have plenty of time to rest.
No. Our heart is still racing.
It must be that reckless Kremnoan soldier who startled Trinan, and you as well. If you want, I can pass through his chest with the golden thread right now.
Aggie, cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If I were serious, I wouldn't have waited until now. Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
We had a dream about Mama. The dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian. Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul continues to slowly drift away from her body. There isn't much time left.
Perhaps it wouldn't be such a bad idea to let her relinquish her role as the gatekeeper and live out her days as a carefree child.
You have a point, Aggie, but our decision has already been made on that matter.
I believe there's still another way.
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Such is our fate. Once we had a whole and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. Despite the absence of a trunk, we are offered another possibility. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away before me is even more sorrowful.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad about saying goodbye to us. We've already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
So, what would you like for breakfast, Aggie?
What? Where did that come from?
After all this talking, we are feeling a bit hungry. Plus, it's nearly the entry hour now. Do you remember when we first met, Aggie? You were still a little one, and we caught you secretly eating oatmeal late at night.
While my emotions might be fading, those memories are still as vivid as ever, teacher. Please, let me do it. What would you like to eat?
It's fine! Leave it to us. You should rest for now. It won't take long, and we'll call you when it's done.
In that case, thank you.
Then, see you tomorrow, Aggie. Nevertheless, that nightmare is ominous. Memories are slipping away, even the image of Mama. Just as expected, another trip must be made into the abyss of fate. Hopefully Orynyx will be willing to help us.
Long time no see, Professor Anaxa.
Who are you?
It's been a while. I'm the one who once overthrew the entire classroom in that spiritual physics lecture.
Oh, it's you.
No way. Do you really still remember that, Professor?
I remember that glib tongue of yours. What brings you here? Surely you're not here to reminisce.
You could tell.
Of course. You only beat around the bush when you have a hidden agenda.
That's not true. I'm here to seek enlightenment, as always. Could you please teach me everything you know about the black-robed swordmaster?
Rumors sure travel fast. Unfortunately, I too know nothing about it. I can only tell you that it is clad in a black robe and wields a greatsword. At least, it looks like a greatsword. It's shaped like a twisted half-sun, and a peculiar dagger resembling a crescent moon. By the way, take this with you. I got it from the sneak attack. It's yours now.
I was right. It is this thing. The one who torched Aedes Elysiae to the ground. And killed everyone.
Don't try to be a hero. No one in Akama stands a chance against that thing right now.
Is that what the Titan said as well?
Not at first. But the god relented after having had a taste of its power. Even with the god possessing me, I couldn't fight against that blade. That incredible power doesn't seem to be granted by any Titan.
Are you suggesting that it originates from beyond Amphorius?
It's possible. Much like the Black Tide, no?
Nonetheless, it's an enemy we must overcome.
We? Drop the pipe dream, Phynon. No one wants to see you fall by their blade.
His mere presence will endanger the Holy City and the Flame Chase.
You know that I don't believe.
You don't believe in the so-called prophecy, I know. However, I'm here to seek your assistance, not at the request of Aglaya or Tribi. I just want to eliminate a threat to the city I pledged to protect. That's all. The tragedy at the Grove must never happen again.
Take a seat. Since you are sincerely seeking enlightenment, I suppose I can tell you one more thing.
What's wrong, Trian? Nothing. Just remembering what happened at the Grove. Monster in the black cloak. So scary. Everyone in danger. Nightmare. I can't forget. Don't be scared. There are no bad guys here. Didn't you save everyone with the Century Gate, Trian? Trian threw it away. Far, far away. It's never coming back. We got back safe from the grove because of you, Trian. You're the reason the Flame Chase journey can continue. Sorry. Trian feels a bit dizzy. Why are we here again? For the same thing, of course. Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecies passed to everyone. But first, we need to restore the memories that have been blurred by the fragmentation. We hope to present the full truth to everyone without hiding anything. Since Yanis caused the fragmentation, we can only turn to another Titan, Orynyx, for help. Also, remember to get breakfast ready for Aggie before the lucid hour tomorrow. Oh, yes! Trian remembers now! Oh, on that note, we had better prepare some saffron before we meet with the Titan. Saffron? Huh, it's an essential offering for rituals in the Temple of the Three Fates. You think we shouldn't go to Orynyx empty-handed? Yes, it's also a symbol of Yanisopolis. If we are to replicate memories, we need to use something that has experienced those days. And when we first met Aggie, we added that to the porridge we made for her, and she really loved it. I see! It's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone! But it all depends on whether Orynyx is willing to help us. This could be a problem. After all, it was us who took the core flame from Yanis, from Orynyx's kin. We will have to give it a try. If there's truly no other way... In our current state, we probably can't do anything to them. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Leave it to Trian. Trian knows how to play cute. In any case, let's look for saffron first. I hope there's still some left in the temple, untouched by Mikador's soldiers. I remember that aged saffron is preserved in sealed jars. Let's be on the lookout as we go.
Reshape fate and weave. A new beginning. Reshape fate and weave. A new beginning. Reshape fate and weave a new beginning. Reshape fate and weave a new beginning.
It's a dead end ahead. Turn back, teacher.
What? Aggie? No, it's an illusion. Wow, this room is huge. Trinan, did you? Yeah, I saw it. Was that a warning from Orynyx? What are you two whispering about? Treevee? Trinan? Trian can't even hear our own telecommunication. Well, never mind. Trian suddenly feels like this place is quite familiar. Oh, there's a whiff of safari in this room. It's right over there. Over here! Follow Trian! Trian, slow down!
Even if separation is our fate, a futile death is not the solution.
Right here! I summon thee, Orynyx! Stir up ripples of past reverie! Something's appeared! Wait, we should read it first. Wait, this is a letter? It mentions something about Saffron and Treebios? Isn't that name... Never mind that for now. Why is this letter here? And how did Trian sense it? Could it be our lost memories? Is it possible that we were already noticed by Orynyx and entered their trial? But why haven't they said a word? Orynyx has the whims of a child. Perhaps they're toying with us on purpose. Come on, this isn't the right time to be playing games.
Separation and death, reconciliation doesn't come easily for a mortal.
Are these... Treevee! Trinan! Look what I found! Is this the safari? Coming! We'll take a look. But... Trian... There's nothing in here. What? It was right in the stolium. Huh? There's really nothing here. That can't be! I swear I saw it! I swear! Trian is telling the truth. It was right there. Where did it go? Trinan, Treeby, why aren't you saying anything? Trian can't seem to hear you at all. We were just lost in our thoughts. Don't worry, Trian. What you saw was likely, Yana's hair. We must have startled it away. Okay. Could Orynyx be trying to make us falter? But why would they do that? Something feels off. Treeby, don't you think this temple is a little too quiet? What do you mean? It might just be an illusion, but Trinan wonders, is Orynyx really putting us through a trial? Still no luck finding any safari. I suppose we can do without it. Let's try to convince Orynyx. Whoa, Treeby, Trinan, look at this! So cool! It's really quiet in here. Do all Titans live in dark places like this? What's going on? Orynyx disappeared?
Are you saying that the black-robed swordmaster is not just tied to the Black Tide, but is also hunting for core flames everywhere?
This is the most plausible possibility. First, it has a vessel that can hold core flames. Second, I'm one of its targets. Let's start with the first premise. Its peculiar ceremonial blade can interact with a core flame, as evidenced by the pull I felt when it stabbed into my chest. I hypothesized that the blade can sense, absorb, or even retain core flames. The second premise is even more explicit. When it was engaged in fierce battle with many of us and was heavily distracted, it remained consistently focused on me. Or rather, on the Titan Cersei's inside me.
So it's plundering the flames. But if your argument holds up, wouldn't he be headed to Akama soon? The vortex of Genesis is full of the Titan's core flames.
Not necessarily. Let's call that person the Flame Reaver for now. If my presumption holds, that person has 3 targets. The first target is me. The second target is Orynyx, who hasn't yet fallen. And the third is Akama and the Vortex of Genesis, where the core flames are housed. But I suspect Akama won't be their first target. Kefali's core flame is guarded by the Council of Elders' arcane power. And Fagusa's water curtain should be able to block out any external perceptions.
What about Thanatos and Aquila? Their core flames are yet to be restored.
The whereabouts of Thanatos remain a mystery to all. As for Aquila, can you fly?
No, I can't. Why are you asking that?
Can that Swordmaster fly?
Good point. But what if he does grow wings?
If they had wings, I wouldn't have made it out of the grove alive.
That's a relief. Anyway, since the Flame Reaver has 2 targets, we need to move fast.
With the distances between Akama, the grove, and these potential targets, I believe we should bolster our defenses and...
response at all. Did they foresee that we were coming and hide in the fog, or... Treeby, we should leave. This temple has other people in it. What? Oh. Listen, footsteps. Fast ones. 3 or 4 people coming this way. Come on, we need to hide. Whoever they are, we can't let them see us. Treeby, Trainan, come check this out. What's this? Trian feels like it's so familiar. Where am I? Little Gray? Snowy? And... Wait... Where's Trian? Is she back?
We only saw the 2 of you collapsed on the side of the road when we arrived.
Danny and I looked around, but we couldn't find any traces of Lady Trian.
What about the black-robed swordmaster?
Blast it! Of course it's him. We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trian...
She doesn't have much divine power left. We can barely sense anything.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone, we must take action now. We should split into 2 groups. One group will stay in the Abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements, then search for Trian's whereabouts. The other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame. I didn't get to tell you this before, but Anaxa and I already have our misgivings about the Black Tide, so we've made preparations. I'll tell you the details as we move. Opportunities are fleeting on the battlefield. We should hurry.
Lord Finan! Lady Treeby and Lady Trainan. I'm glad you're all right.
Did Aglaya's people get here?
Yes. Lady Aglaya already knows about the situation and sent along a message. Finan, I understand that Swordmaster is of great importance to you. But if you charge in without a plan, I fear that you won't be the only one who dies in vain.
I understand. Hatred is a hero's deadliest poison. I have no intention of fighting alone. If that Swordmaster really is related to the Black Tide, the Chrysos heirs must not take them lightly. I have indeed planned to return to the Holy City and discuss the strategy with Aglaya. We'll need all the help we can get for this encirclement.
will stay in the Abyss too. That way, both sides can communicate with each other if anything happens.
Thank you, everyone. Partner, Treeby, let's go. We're back, Aglaya.
You should have come to me first, Finan.
Aggie, there's no need to scold Snowy. Wakama is currently in grave danger.
I know. It's beyond my imagination that the only two titans humankind can still rely on fell in such quick succession. I've never seen the golden thread pulled this taut, as if it could snap at any moment. Finan, tell us your plan. Time is of the essence.
This being is not just hunting titans, but taking the core flames too?
Yes, just like the Flame Chase journey is doing. Professor Anaxa thinks the Flame Reaver's arrival is likely a sign the Black Tide has spread further.
Regardless of whether you're right, this being is still far more aggressive than we expected.
But its madness is also an opportunity for us. If its goal is the core flame, then that means us humans can lure it into a trap. Anaxa had already left the Holy City with Cersei's core flame while we were on our way to the Abyss, so he can make preparations for the battlefield.
Tell me, what makes you think this won't end with us losing another core flame?
Because this time, the power from beyond the sky is also at our side. He is the key. We need your other companion, too.
Ma'am, do you mean me?
I see. Finan, that battlefield you mentioned, is it Castrum Kremnos?
Yes, I'm sure everyone remembers the astonishing miracle our partner here performed with his companion during the battle with Nikador, and how they awakened Castrum Kremnos' past. That will be the key to our victory. We will use Orynyx's power to once again open a passage to the past and lure our enemy inside. Then, we'll seal the Flame Reaver in the maze of time.
Impressive. Orynyx has fallen, and Yanis's divine power already belongs to Okima. Once we take back the core flame, the Swordmaster will have no means of escape. It's very clever, using the element of surprise instead of brute strength. Can you do it, little one?
Oh, come on!
Such enthusiasm. I'm glad to see you're confident. By the way, the Council of Elders declared a state of emergency when Treeby went missing. Kynus and her following have heard tell of the incident at the Grove, and are galvanizing support in secret. I fear she'll make her move before the next assembly of the citizens.
What are they plotting?
That short-sighted politician likely believes the Chrysos heirs have outlived their usefulness, and is making preparations for her next step. That ugly side of humanity is something we'll have to deal with eventually. But that's a problem for another day. I've sent Castoris ahead to the council with a message. She should be able to keep the situation under control for the time being. Finan, it is my hope that we can come to an understanding on this. We must take down the Flame Reaver in one go and retrieve the core flame. And in doing so, grant ourselves an advantage against the Council of Elders.
Of course. You may count on me to lead the charge.
I apologize for tasking you to spearhead the plan once again, but Akima is currently beset by enemies from within and without. The situation brooks no delay, and we have precious little time to confer and discuss the plan with you. That being said, you are the key to our success, and I shall respect any decision you make.
I may not be as masterful as Trian when it comes to the Century Gate, but even I can open a nice big gate if I have enough time.
As for whether we can take back the core flame, that will be up to Anaxa's capabilities.
Based on what I know of him, he can do it.
We are grateful to you for your aid, and to the rest of you as well. Now, let us be off to begin the hunt. May Kethely sharpen our gaze and grant us victory over the enemy.
You mean Mighty? He's dealing with a different problem. Don't worry, that man would never miss out on this fight.
Farewell, my dear friend. You must lead us back home.
You and I, we are both the same. We feast on strife and fear.
If you're truly capable of leading our people beyond this blood-stained fate, then prove it to me once more, Mighty Mos.
I knew you'd be here.
I heard you're about to set off on an expedition.
That's right. It's going to be a tough battle, and our destination is... turns out to be Castrum Kremnos.
Is that why you're here? To pray to the dead Nikador?
No, just the opposite. I'm here to tell you, you can entrust the front lines to us this time. You can't afford to lose your upcoming battle either.
Have you heard the story of Geocles the Mountain Breaker?
Sounds like you'd spoken with Cartonus. That's the name of the legendary mountain dweller, right?
Let's have a chat before we go our separate ways. Cartonus told me that back in ancient times, the mountain dwellers lived in seclusion. They spent their days quarrying and gathering, living a simple and peaceful life away from strife. But Geocles was different. He resisted their traditional way of life, yearning for the world beyond the mountain. They're safe, but humdrum culture was like fetters around him.
He sounds a lot like you.
Yes. That is why he, too, faced the same dilemma as I do. One day, during one of Geocles' many ventures beyond the mountain, he spied a battalion of Ladonians stationed at the foot of the mountain. The Ladonians were at war with their arch-enemies, the Companions, and they used the mountain as a base to carry out guerrilla warfare operations. When Geocles, who had taught himself the common tongue, approached a soldier, he learned a shocking piece of news. Ladonians were planning to plant mines and explosives all over the mountain, and then lure their enemies within. With danger lurking with every step, the mountain dwellers' homes were no longer safe. Diocles quickly returned to his village to bring the news to his people. But...
let me guess. They refused change and chose to put up with the situation instead.
that's right. The mountain dwellers were fearful of even the smallest change to their lifestyle, let alone leaving their home. Despite the imminent war, the elders would rather negotiate for peace instead of leaving the mountains. This made Diocles both angry and sad. But he didn't give up. If you were in his shoes, what would you have done?
Lead my people on a resistance, perhaps. I'm not sure. I can't think of a solution that would make everyone happy.
A solution that would make everyone happy, huh? That's how naive we are. Well, let me tell you what Diocles did. He took the mountain dwellers' store of gemstones and traded them with the Ladonians for a massive amount of gunpowder. But he didn't do this to fight the Companions. Under the cover of night, he set ablaze the forest surrounding the settlement, forcing his people to flee the mountain. That great fire marked the beginning of mountain dweller history. Since then, their people became part of civilization, and giants became a common sight in the holy city. Meanwhile, that mountain they once lived in has turned into little more than foam inside the black tide.
But leaving their homeland also brought many mountain dwellers misfortune. They
were hunted by Kremnoans or enslaved. Indeed, that is undeniably also part of their history. But that is Diocles for you. The merits of his actions, or lack thereof, have been scrutinized by many, but historians nevertheless hail him as the Mountain Breaker. Why do you think that is? It's simply because he took action and enacted change with his own hands. He didn't try to make everyone understand him, nor did he even waste time trying to make everyone happy. He started a great fire and burned the shackles of tradition to ashes. And then forced everyone to march toward the coming of a new era.
You've made up your mind, haven't you?
I'll be leaving Akuma soon to fight the great darkness of this world, and to shoulder Nikador's destiny. So, listen well. If there comes a day when we meet again on the battlefield, and I stand opposed to the flame chase, remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebra. That's my weak spot, and the only way to kill me.
You have my word.
Go now. The battlefield calls. Send that flame-thieving hyena to their death. If you find yourselves with no other recourse, pray to that blade in the sky. Loudly call out the name of the new god.
That's the sound of an all-out war. Not the kind of ruckus Professor Anaxa can raise on his own. Let's hurry. The battlefield is just ahead. No way. A Kremnoan?
Dishonor to the king! reality is before me.
Time for resolution.
Get them!
No great concern.
Delivering more!
Bathe in gold.
Wanted to doubt farewell. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Thus our fates become one. All lives shall be revealed.
I see the west wind! Away we go! Toward tomorrow! Onward!
I didn't think she'd manage to send the Kremnoans to assist. Brave warrior, what's the situation on the front line?
And Ackerman, why are you here?
What? Didn't Aglaya tell you? We have been instructed to assist you in trapping the Flame Reaver.
Aglaya, that vile usurper. I spit on her name. Our king will be back soon. He'll be able to deal with you and that black road.
The Kremnoans really are just like their king. Rest in peace. May your glory last forever. Did they come to fight on their own accord? Or...
I can still. You must become king. Wanted to doubt farewell.
Catadons? Ha!
Get them! Fiends or devils! I'll crush them all!
No great concern. No great concern.
I see the west wind! Away we go! Delivering warmth!
Bathe in gold. Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
We're almost there.
Can't see.
Once we take back the core flame, Yanis's passage will open. When that happens, you must evacuate immediately. Don't stay behind. The rest will be up to how well we work together.
But remember what Mighty said before? Cast aside all distractions once you're on the battlefield.
Let's go, partner. Today, destiny shall stand with us. Finally. Pent in the memories of the dead! Executioner!
You sure know how to keep a man waiting. Any later than I fear the Titan would have sacrificed me.
Frail child of humanity, 'tis more effort keeping you hale and whole against that blade than it is in seeking the truth of the world.
Finding life.
fear I sense? Time for resolution.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength!
I can't thank you enough.
Huge news!
This world returned to the great tree.
Then, countless threads. Thus our fates become one. All lives will be revealed.
Torment and doubt, farewell.
So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
I'm scared!
Stay put!
Protect me!
Thank you, friend. All lives will be revealed.
Return to the great tree.
Don't come near!
Fiends or devils? I'll crush them all!
Is it coming? I bring a west wind. Away we go!
This mortal form. Watch over you. Guide you on your path. They're trying to overwhelm us with something. Split up. Take them out.
Oh, what a spirited display, Deliverer.
Countless threads. Thus our fates become one. So fragile, like a wisp of silk.
Give me strength!
I can't thank you enough.
Delivering warmth!
It's of no consequence.
Is that fear I sense? All lives shall be revealed.
It's coming! I bring a west wind. Away we go!
This mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path. Get ready, Croft. Can't hold out much longer. Quiet. I know what I'm doing. At long last.
Century Gate, open!
How embarrassing.
You didn't come down from the sky?
This city is mine anyway. So why shouldn't I go through the front door? Minion of the Black Top. I, King of the Kremnoan Legion, am our opponent today.
Long time no see.
Serenity is before me.
Catidons?
I'm scared!
Stay put! Get them!
Delivering warmth!
Such petty tricks.
Is it coming? I bring a west wind. Away we go!
A little honesty would do us good.
I'll overcome the thorns. Torment and doubt, farewell.
Countless threads. Thus our fates become one.
This mortal form. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Is that fear I sense? All lives shall be revealed.
I'm gonna hold everyone back again! Give me strength!
Rejoice, for I grant you the honor of sharing your final...
Vanity leads to self-destruction.
flame sending a darkness into its air. It's time to end this.
Heed my call! I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs! Witness this. New God has come to Castrum Kremnos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
But are the rumors true? Has Ornyx fallen?
It's as the Council of Elders said. We face a dangerous threat. Yet the Chrysos heirs are only inciting more chaos. They don't care about the people's safety.
They really gave the core flame of strife to a Kremnoan at the end.
What a noisy crowd.
This, doesn't feel right.
It's probably because Ornyx is gone. Ornyx was a generous titan in the eyes of the people. They graced us with miracles, allowing humanity to reap many a convenience from the past.
What they don't know is that the Titan didn't do all of that of its own volition. Regardless, the Titan has fallen, and we must surrender Ornyx's core flame.
A meeting with that woman again so soon? I just can't catch a break.
Professor Anaxa, why don't you find someplace to rest first? Matters that require Aglaya's attention are piling up. You two meeting again will, forgive my honesty, only distract her. Just try to stay on your best behavior, if you know what I mean.
That's not up to me, I'm afraid. I've been trapped in her prison the moment I set foot in this holy city. The price of having a Titan living in my head, I suppose. Don't worry, I don't want trouble either.
They have differences in ideology. All right, I suppose that's putting it lightly. Don't worry, you'll figure out the intricacies of these relationships sooner or later.
I'm sure you don't need my help handling Ornyx's core flame. So I'll be off. I have some personal matters to attend to.
It somehow feels like D has closed himself off even more after he completed his trial.
Yeah, a lot has happened in the past few days. You've been lost in thought for a while now too, Treeby. Did Trinon bring news?
Yes. She has found Trian. She was at the bottom of the valley outside the temple, but that's where the good news ends.
I'm sorry.
It's alright. They also found someone else besides Trian. He was no better than a corpse when Trinan and Hyacinth arrived. He had suffered more cuts than could be counted and leaped off a cliff from a great height, all to free Trian's body from the clutches of the black-robed swordmaster.
What a brave soul. Do we know who he is?
Yes. It's Krateros.
Stop! If you want this girl dead, you'll have to kill me first.
How ludicrous. Your body made of flesh and blood as it is will not survive more than a single strike from me.
Better to die in battle than return even in glory. As a Kremnoan, I know not the fear of death.
She's lost her divinity. I have no interest in an empty shell. But answer me this, child of strife. Why do you raise your shield for her?
As the leader of the God Shield Brigade's elite, I protected the king against the Black Tide with this very shield. And I've done this over and over, hundreds and thousands of times. A pathetic killer like you could never understand the weight it bears.
Pity. And crumble like rusted iron.
Good. Supreme glory shall be mine, as I indulge in the libations and incense offered by my descendants. Come, let us fight! For Kremnos! For my king! For Amphorius!
We foresaw this cruel parting 1,000 years ago. Today is but a reminder of that bitter taste.
But Lady Aglaya, I don't understand. It wasn't life itself that Lady Trian lost. Why does she look like she really turned into a doll? I don't understand.
Don't be sad, Hyacinth. Trian has used up her borrowed time from Yanis, that's all. Her spirit is now riding the west wind, flying ahead to a world free of sorrow.
If a world like that truly exists, does that mean everyone from the Grove is there too?
It exists, Hyacinth. Do you not remember? The prophecy that guides the Chrysos heirs is the voice of Kefili before it fell silent. It loves all of its creations dearly, and would never bear to lead us astray with lies. What about the Kremnoan veteran? How is he doing?
The Twilight Courtyard has done all we can. Even so, we've only managed to keep him from breathing his last. I had to use the Sky Priest's techniques to help him to walk again. But if light ever disappears from Akama for good... No. Let's hope that never happens.
The parting hour is upon us. Yet the golden thread runs slack. The heroes have returned with their spoils. Everyone, please take this opportunity to rest and prepare for what awaits us. You've returned unscathed and brought tidings of triumph. Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
It's incredible to think that we returned Nikador's core flame not so long ago. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that you and your friend's arrival has melted the glaciers of history.
You could say this is the true face of history. It slumbered for 1,000 years, only to awaken for this one moment. Alas, now is not the time for a study of history. I do not see a Naxa around. Was this under your instructions, Finan?
Yes, it just seems much more efficient than letting you two go at it endlessly.
A rash decision. After all, he still bears a core flame with him. I do concur with your assessment of efficiency, though. Now, let us table the issue concerning him for the moment. The more urgent matter is the core flame of Orynyx. The Chrysos heirs had initially crafted a plan regarding the order to return the core flames, for titans like Orynyx and Circes, who harbor no intentions of harming humanity. Our strategy entailed assuming their divinity only at the very end. But this unforeseen turn of events has thrown everything into disarray.
If we don't return the core flames to the vortex of Genesis, and we leave the Titan's divine positions vacant, we can't even begin to imagine the disaster that would follow. But the most pressing issue at hand is that we haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing Orynyx's divinity.
Finan, Castras, Mighty, and Hyacinth. Treepy and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people. Only a chosen few possess the capacity to assume divinity, the elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first verifying their potential to bear such power. Yet we cannot compel anyone into divinity, as it would be no different from sentencing them to the gallows.
Truly a dilemma.
Yeah. How about letting him give it a try? Mem special mem. Mem.
I see the Reaper has forsaken you too, teacher.
It simply put my life in the hands of the Twilight Courtyard. That priest girl's medical talents are truly exceptional. She might be far from the ordinary girl we envisioned. But this isn't about me, Mighty Mos. I saw it. You finally decided to embrace your own fate.
Power of strife is stirring a tempest within me as we speak. My bones have turned into steel, and my blood is seething in a blaze. Past rulers of Kremnos could only aspire to this might, yet I have merged with it. I've made history. And henceforth divinity and kingship shall coexist as one.
Indeed, you've realized the aspirations of every former king of Kremnos. And now, you can at last bring our people home and reforge the glory of Kremnos.
Unfortunately, I harbor no such desire.
What? What do you mean by that?
Over 2 millennia past, devotees of Nikador's might banded together beneath their feet and erected a city of their own. Ever since then, Kremnoans have served as the blades wielded by the god of war, following the Titan's path in its conquest. Yet, gazing upon our history through the lens of my newfound divinity, I now see it with unprecedented clarity. This history is sheer absurdity and inferiority. People surge onto the battlefield like ants, plundering and slaying for their own greed, only to be trampled upon like ants. The city and the beliefs that Kremnoans hold so dearly, alongside the supposed tradition, mere anthills that can be crushed with a single touch in the eyes of the Titan.
You! Are you trying to strip Kremnoans of the pride we've amassed over thousands of years with mere words?
That pride holds little significance, Krateros. Now that I've assumed the divinity of strife, my next step will be to renounce the title of king.
No. No!
Convey my message to every Kremnoan. This is an order.
Do not do this, Mighty Mos. I beg you.
Our history commenced in the year 2506 of the Light Calendar, concluded in the year 4931. I, Mighty Mos, last king of Castrum Kremnos, son of Gorgo, do hereby proclaim the Kremnoan dynasty comes to an official close today.
You have killed us. You have killed us all.
No. I am granting you a new beginning.
What is this?
My mother's signet ring. It served as a symbol of kingship, and I now imbue it with a fresh significance. Take it, and rally those who have lost their identities. Convey the words of Mighty Mos, now ascended to divinity. You no longer need to chase fleeting honors or face death on the battlefield as if it were your sole destination. However, you must adapt to fit into the city you once observed with indifferent eyes. A cruel fate awaits Amphorius. No matter how illustrious a dynasty may seem, it crumbles to rubble and gravel before formidable foes. Yet, you shall tread the only path out, one that leads to a brand new world at its end.
Why task me with being your messenger? Why not explain all this to them yourself?
Because only humans can guide the path to be trodden by humans. It's not the lot of humans who crave the power of gods and spiral into madness for it. But humans who stand ready to raise their shields high to protect the lives behind them.
I failed to save that child.
That is irrelevant. As demigods, they have long been prepared for it. What truly matters is that you showed up there and shielded her.
The one who persuaded Aglaya to set me free that night. Was that you, Mighty Mos?
Yes.
She's not one to easily make a concession. What did you offer her?
I staked my mother's name to guarantee the integrity of your soul to her. And I promised her that I would dedicate all I have to the flame chase journey.
And what is next, Mighty Moose? Where will you be headed now?
To the place where I belong, to fulfill my promise. The madness that has plagued Nikador and the darkness that has consumed Amphorius. It's now my turn to fight against it. There are some people to meet with before I leave. Let's go.
Reshape fate and weave a new beginning. You're here, my Demos. It seems that you are prepared.
Yes.
You aided Akuma through yet another trying ordeal, and my gratitude knows no bounds.
Isn't that exactly what you wanted?
Not everything unfolds according to my plan. In the current state of the world, I can only proceed one step at a time. Furthermore, you are ready to dedicate all that you have, regardless of the promise you made to me, aren't you?
Throughout my time in the Holy City, I've gleaned valuable lessons from you. Strategy, leadership, and adaptability to change. Yet, it's only recently that I've come to realize the truly remarkable quality you possess.
And what is it?
It's the magnetic allure in your presence. It draws people to gather around you willingly, to seek your guidance. They strive not to disappoint you, not due to fear of repercussions, but out of sincere alignment with your ideals. That is precisely what every ruler of Castrum Kremnos has been missing.
I am truly honored to hear that. And now, my Demos, you have risen as the most powerful demigod in the world. How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion, and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius to defend against the Black Tide. I will secure enough time for the Flame Chase journey, until you manage to lead everyone to reach the miracle of Genesis.
My Demos, a new chapter awaits Amphorius. Yet, the one who guides the people to the destination need not be you and I.
Huh. What did you see after assuming Nestia's divinity?
Despite the passage of 1,000 years, every word of that prophecy remains as vivid as ever. You shall have your final bath in warm and radiant gold.
Just as cryptic as all the other prophecies.
What's the reason for the laughter?
I was just thinking, if an ordinary person encountered these words, they would probably stay away from the baths for the rest of their life.
But I cannot forgo the delightful experience a bath offers. So, I assume you also glimpsed yours, my Demos?
One day, you shall die with a wound in your back.
Well, that is a rather straightforward scenario.
If I were to be terrified by drivel with no basis, I would not have attracted your gaze and joined the Flame Chase journey in the first place.
You speak the truth. May you be destined for a powerful fate, and may we reunite in the promised new world. Farewell, mighty.
Is Lady Trebios not here?
Lord Mighty!
Hyacinth. So you are the physician Krateros spoke of. It's no wonder then that he was pulled back from the brink of death. You have my gratitude.
I can take that as a compliment, right?
I've heard about what happened at the Grove. I'm deeply sorry for your loss.
I've heard far too much about death and grief recently. To quote Lady Treby, we should all focus on tomorrow, shouldn't we?
That's a valid point. You've always been the most optimistic one among us.
Well, I must say, it feels quite incredible to see a new demigod standing right before me.
You should prepare yourself as well. Humanity has already taken hold of strife, and one day it will also reach the sky.
Do you really believe I can do it? Even my ancestor, that hero of legends, couldn't conquer the core flame of Aquila.
Given your good rapport with the demigods, you should know that the path to assuming divinity is never limited to swords and spears.
You've always been so perceptive, Lord Mighty. Rest assured, if fate has truly selected me, I'll be ready. Right. You are here looking for Lady Treby and Lady Trina, no? They're not around at the moment. Is there a message you'd like me to pass on to them?
No need. I've already bid farewell to Aglaya. Meeting with the Oracle is simply a matter of courtesy.
You've bid farewell?
I'm heading back to Castrum Kremnos to fight against the Black Tide. In all likelihood, I will never again return to Akuma.
Oh.
On second thought, there is something that I'd like you to help me convey to them.
I'm all ears, Lord Mighty. I'll make sure to convey every single word.
Tell them that there is no longer a need to send scouts behind enemy lines. With a single message, the Lance of Fury will target anyone who dares oppose Akuma.
Lord Mighty.
I'll be embracing my destiny before you do, Castorus.
Can you feel Thanatos right now?
I don't feel them at all, regrettably. You have been painstakingly seeking that Titan for so long. Have you ever considered reaching out to me for help?
You mean...
Death refused to ferry me. If you were to send me to the Netherrealm, I may uncover clues along the way back.
I would never do that, Lord Mighty. Death is not a game.
You're right. That may very well be the reason why my people have struggled for millennia. They underestimated the significance of death.
So, are you returning home alone, Lord Mighty?
Returning home, you say? Maybe. At this moment, Castrum Kremnos is not just my birthplace, but also my fated destination. Work harder, Castorus. Go and do what you have to do, so that the trials we have endured may have meaning.
I will, Lord Mighty. May we reunite on the other side, where the warm west wind blows.
The King of Kremnos, without the signet ring, but looking more like a king now.
I'm no longer the king, Grand Craftsman.
Matters not the title. Surpassed all former kings your achievements have.
I will honor your trust and liberate the world from the clutches of fear. Nevertheless, I must request that you continue to watch over Phainon, Cartonis. I have a feeling that his fate will weigh heavier than all of ours combined.
Keep Phainon in mind, I will. Return to your home, brave king. Together with everyone, I shall remain here. That thunder from Castrum Kremnos we wait to hear.
Outlanders? No. Trailblazers. I will soon make my way to Castrum Kremnos. If all goes according to plan, this may be our final meeting. I just want to let you know that I appreciate everything you have done for Amphorius. That means a lot to me. May success accompany your trailblazing wherever it leads. How about you let me guess what's on your mind? Are you gonna say something insane again, Trailblazer? Now that I bear the divine within me, I can get the vague feeling that you have a great significance for the future of Amphorius. With this departure, I fear that I will never again return. Can I entrust you both to watch my back, and to continue supporting the Flame Chase journey in my absence? You have my gratitude. Then, farewell. Yes? Sure, let's do it. Well, feels peculiar, I suppose. I'm not talking about your photographic skills. It's just that I rarely take photos. But this one, it's pretty good. I wish the same for you during your time in Amphorius.
Isn't the prince anymore. He's now the guardian of Amphorius.
What's going on?
We salute the guardian of Amphorius.
We salute you.
Farewell, Savior
We
of
salute
Kremnos.
you.
It's been a while.
I should have known you were the mastermind behind this.
Hey, don't go pointing fingers without cause. I swear I'm innocent this time. See those kids over there? They're the ones who brought everyone together.
I admit, that took me by surprise.
Were you seriously just going to sneak off without a word with me?
Well, I was actually on my way to bid farewell to you, but ended up running into this.
Oh, that's quite an honor, I suppose. We better not leave them waiting too long, don't you think?
The road to Castrum Kremnos from here is long. Perhaps it wouldn't be a bad idea to take a moment and etch their faces in my memory one last time. I think I see more than just the
I'm thinking maybe it's about time the god of strife gets a new name. How about the god of solidarity or preservation? Dong Hung mentioned that one. All right. It's about time for us to part ways. Any final goodbyes you want to share? This might be your last chance. Why so quiet? I thought divinity would wash away some of your sentiments.
Do you truly feel as carefree as you seem? Or is this just a facade you wear?
You know what? You sound just like a Glai at this moment. But you're not off the mark. I just thought that putting on a nonchalant front for this occasion might help us preserve some dignity.
I can see through your deception, even without the power of mind reading.
Am I really that terrible at controlling my facial expressions? Well, with that said, thank you for aiding me in defeating my archenemy, Mightimos.
No need to thank me. This triumph brings no delight, nor does it signify closure. You understand that more than me.
Indeed. In the end, I still haven't unraveled the mystery behind that black-robed swordmaster. And I can't even ascertain their demise.